What's going on, everyone? My name is Josh V, or whatever 3K subscribers on my old channel would have known me as KSN, which was short for Killstreak Network. It's been a few years since I made gaming videos on that channel, and a lot has happened, so I wanted to make a video to talk about it. I was going to upload this video to the old KSN channel, but decided to upload it on Rapid Fire instead, since this is where I'm at now. I would assume that most of those subscribed to my music channel are actually abandoned accounts from when it was KSN. So I guess I see myself making this video to talk to the past where I don't expect a response. This video is more for myself, maybe a form of therapy. I started KSN back in 2014 and had a team. We started with games like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, PUBG, and then spread out from there to games like Insurgency, Ground Branch, Arma, Squad, and Escape from Tarkov. We actually did a mix of games and even went hard on a game known as Battalion 1944, but eventually the focus became hardcore tactical shooters. During that time, we even got in cool with the developers for Ground Branch and Insurgency Sandstorm. It was such an awesome moment in KSN's history, and KSN was even a pretty good spotlight for a Battlefield 2 mod that was actively keeping the game alive with online. However, there was a huge issue. In my personal life during all of KSN, I was actually in a very toxic and abusive situation that I don't want to get into the details of because honestly, I'm genuinely scared of things and want to play it safe. The good thing is that I did eventually escape that situation years ago. However, I crashed out when I finally got away from it all, and we eventually disbanded Team KSN, and I stepped away from making videos and streaming. That's more or less when KSN died. The reality is the situation I escaped was so bad that I developed complex PTSD and panic disorder. Now, complex PTSD is PTSD that develops from years of trauma. This is not a self-diagnosis situation either. I spent the last maybe 4 or so years seeking medical and professional help to finally even be given that diagnosis. The timeline for everything is hard for me as it's all kind of just a huge blur. Because of my medical disability, I did lose my job during that time. I stopped being able to leave the house. I had constant panic attacks, night terrors, etc., etc. If you're interested in complex PTSD and panic disorder, I could go deeper into what it's like in another video, but you can easily just search it up. Just know my form of CPTSD is horribly debilitating and ruined my ability to live a normal human life. I am very fortunate though, because as I was starting to develop my symptoms, I met my girlfriend who was there for me, and she really gave me the reason to keep pushing through all of this mess and to fight for myself. She was there by my side. She's seen firsthand my downfall and helped keep me from losing everything, and eventually I was able to get on disability. As a side note, no, disability is not enough income to survive, so it's not this amazing thing. It's not even close to the bare minimum income you need. I am in a financial hell, and there's nothing I can do about it, but hey, I'm alive. So while every day is a psychological battlefield, I'm still here trying my best. Also, during that time, my dad passed away as well. It ended up being a situation where I was fighting for weeks to try and get the right to bury him myself, but it was a toxic parent situation that kept that from me. It was a huge mess and another level on top of everything. It was hard because I really did love my dad. He was a good guy. I think a lot of people really would have liked him. I just wish my girlfriend would have had the chance to meet him since he passed away before I met my girlfriend. During the fall of KSN, when all these things were happening to me, a lot of the other content creators I was networking with, who I thought in a way were my friends, they kind of just left me, unfollowed or muted, which really hurt. But there was a few people who stayed even through all of this, and it really just proves how awesome they are. So people come, people go, but the ones who stay, even when you have moments of distance between you, are the ones that matter. It's a huge lesson for any other content creator out there looking to make fellow content creator friends. A lot. And I would say maybe the 80-20 rule are fake and don't actually care about you. They're in their own worlds just trying to make it as a content creator, and even if you're there from their beginnings, the moment you're no longer a benefit to their success, they'll leave you behind. Now, these past few years, I changed that KSN channel into my official music artist channel. Since I make music, it was only natural for me to use music as an outlet for everything that was going on, and I'm still working on music now, so it works out anyway. Now, I also kept trying and pushing through all of this hell to do things I had passion for, which was making gaming videos. And what I did end up doing was making new channels to have a fresh start. KSN was too attached to my past, so it felt like I needed to leave it behind to move on. It's been really hard for me to keep up with these new channels like I once did for nearly a decade before with KSN, but I'm still trying. In fact, I would say as of now, I have been feeling more and more like myself with this. I'm still not perfect, and I don't think I'll ever be the same as I once was, dropping tons of videos all the time, but I'm still around. Even though it does feel pretty weird at times, I honestly feel like I don't belong here. I'm not entirely sure how to feel about that emotion. The gaming channels I have now is Squad Up and Rapid Fire, so if somehow this video reaches a subscriber from the KSN days and would like to see my content again, hey, here I am. Squad Up is our gameplay videos where I make a fun mashup of moments with my friends. I really like watching those videos back myself, reliving the good times with the boys. So a lot of the time I'm really just doing it for myself, but I am trying to make it fun to watch for others in the community, as I really do want to succeed and grow the channel. And Rapid Fire is our topical talking videos, which I'm sure you can tell watching this video right now. Topical videos were one of the major points of KSN, where I talked about what's going on in gaming and giving opinions or highlighting a game I'm interested in, or even just talking about life like I am in this video. This time though, I try to keep them even more concise and to the point, not so much with this video in particular though. Even experimenting with shorts as a form of quick topics when I don't have much to say. And let's be honest, there's tons of creators out there that can talk a lot and never get to the point, wasting everyone's time. And I gotta say, I hate it as much as you do. So I like to get to the point as best I can. Recently, I have been experimenting with an OG Team KSN friend of mine from back in the day to sort of test the waters, so to speak, of getting things going again like they once were. It's all just seeing what happens at the moment, but even just this little bit we've done together already has been really nice. I genuinely missed it. I'm not pushing the concept too hard though, since we both have had hands-on experience with it burning us out before with KSN, and to be honest, my disability makes it really freaking hard. Years ago when I crashed out and first went solo, the drive I once had faded and it was never the same. To be fair, it could have just been all the crap that happened to me making it hard to do things in general, but doing things with others and having a team on a channel has always been a thing I wanted from the start in 2014 with Killstreak Network. It does suck starting over. I spent countless years making videos for KSN, and while we only ever got the channel to over 3K subs, it was still something. Too bad we couldn't figure out how to get over that roadblock to keep growing, and hell, even now I still don't know how to grow a channel. I like to think that if I wasn't in such a terrible life situation at the time, that I would have been able to make something more out of KSN than what it was. There was a lot of missed opportunities, and the personal life stress made it hard to figure things out on the content creation side. Mostly it got in the way of consistency. I often wonder what would have happened if I was able to be successful on here. Where would I be now? Main thing that still really messes me up is I'll never see justice for that toxic, abusive situation I was in. Other people got the walk away and I got screwed over with these disabilities. I don't play victim and I don't play survivor either. I'm just another person in this world who has their own unique life story, but it does absolutely piss me off sometimes. I don't want to change my past though, because in the end it led me to meeting the love of my life, honestly. I just wish I was able to be more for her. I think about how I used to be capable of doing things before like it was normal, like hanging out with friends or even just going to the grocery store. And I haven't hung out with friends in person in years, and we used to hang out every week. But yeah, now it's all anxiety and panic attacks. Though I do have some good moments. I push and fight through it every day. I just don't give up, but it is rough. I would say I don't know what it is about making videos and music. I just keep coming back to it even when my life flips upside down. I mean, I just keep coming back even after spending years trying to make it and failing. I wanted to succeed on here so badly, but just couldn't figure it out. I often wonder if it's because I don't fake it. I just am who I am. I can't just manufacture a song. I have to feel it. I can't just force a video. I have to want it. I guess a lot of people are able to turn themselves off and chase trends or whatever's popular, but I just can't. I either like something or I don't, and that's that. I did get sucked into staring at the channel analytics constantly though, and that took a toll too. Spend all this effort to make a video just for it to flop and never get views, and to be honest, I still struggle with that to this day. It's an interesting thought to me. What if after everything that happened, I somehow managed to find success in this passion of making videos and music after all these years, after everything that's happened in my life? How would I handle it? What would it do to me now? After all, it's something I wanted for a very long time. It was one of those rare things I just knew was something I enjoyed doing. I guess these are just things you'll never know unless it happens. Either way, I strive to just be the best version of myself, always wanting to be better as best I can. Take accountability, analyze, improve. I think another goal was wanting to make a career out of being creative, not working for others, but instead expressing myself and entertaining others, even when it's something silly like talking about video games. Now, obviously, I could have gone into more detail, but I just wanted to say, hey, if you're one of the 3K subscribers from back in the KSN days, then that is basically what happened. I'm still around, and if you want to check out Squad Up and Rapid Fire, I'm trying to be as active as best I can. Maybe I'll see you there. Anyway, I'm Josh V. This is Rapid Fire. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Now I just need to post this video and see if it helps me feel better or if it just ends up being embarrassing.